Hello and welcome to History Explained, the channel where we dive into the fascinating stories of the past. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most famous and influential monarchs in history, Elizabeth I of England, also known as the Virgin Queen. Elizabeth I was the daughter of King Henry VI and his second wife, Anne Boleyn, who was executed when Elizabeth was only 2 years old. Elizabeth's legitimacy and right to the throne were constantly challenged by her enemies, both at home and abroad. She faced several plots and rebellions against her rule, as well as threats from Catholic Spain and France, who wanted to overthrow her and restore Catholicism in England. Elizabeth never married, despite many suitors and pressures from her advisors in Parliament. She famously declared that she was married to her kingdom and her subjects, and that she had no need for a husband. She used her status as a single woman to create a powerful image of herself as a strong, independent, and virtuous ruler who devoted herself entirely to the welfare of her people. She also used her marriage prospects as a diplomatic tool to negotiate alliances and avoid wars with other countries. One of the most iconic scenes in Elizabeth's life was when she addressed her troops at Tilbury in 1588, before the expected invasion of the Spanish Armada. The Armada was a huge fleet of ships sent by King Philip II of Spain, who was once Elizabeth's brother-in-law and suitor, but later became her enemy. The Armada intended to invade England and overthrow Elizabeth with the support of the Pope and some English Catholics. Elizabeth rode on horseback to Tilbury, dressed in a white gown and a silver breastplate. She gave a rousing speech to her soldiers in which she said, "We have been persuaded by some that are careful of our safety to take heed how we commit ourselves to armed multitudes for fear of treachery. But I assure you I do not desire to live to distress my faithful and loving people. Let tyrants fear. I have always so behaved myself that, under God, I have placed my chiefest strength and safeguard in the loyal hearts and goodwill of my subjects. And therefore I am come amongst you, as you see, at this time, not for my recreation and disport, but being resolved, in the midst and heat of the battle, to live and die amongst you all, to lay down for my God, and for my kingdom and my people, my honor and my blood, even in the dust. I know I have the body but of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king, and of a king of England too, and think foul scorn that Parma or Spain, or any prince of Europe, should dare to invade the borders of my realm, to which rather than any dishonor shall grow by me. I myself will take up arms, I myself will be your general, judge, and rewarder of every one of your virtues in the field. I know already, for your forwardness, you have deserved rewards and crowns, and we do assure you on a word of a prince, they shall be duly paid. In the meantime, my lieutenant general shall be in my stead, than who never prince commanded a more noble or worthy subject. Not doubting but by your obedience to my general, by your concord in the camp, and your valor in the field, we shall shortly have a famous victory over these enemies of my God, of my kingdom, and of my people." Elizabeth's speech was met with cheers and applause from her troops. It boosted their morale and confidence, as they saw their queen as a brave and inspiring leader. Elizabeth's speech is considered one of the greatest speeches in history, as it shows her rhetorical skills, her political savvy, and her personal charisma. The Spanish Armada was defeated by a combination of bad weather, English naval tactics, and luck. The victory was celebrated as a sign of God's favor for Elizabeth and England. It also marked the height of Elizabeth's popularity and power. She became known as the Virgin Queen, a symbol of national pride and unity. Elizabeth reigned for 45 years until her death in 1603. She left behind a legacy of cultural achievements, religious tolerance, economic prosperity, political stability, and national identity. She is widely regarded as one of the greatest monarchs in English history. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos. See you next time on History Explained.